Hey guys, how's it going? Today we are up in the garden and I have some awesome things to show you, and Jackson is with us today. Are you going to help show the products today, Jackson? Okay, so what do we have first, Jackson?
It is a plant cover so bugs don't eat your plants.
That's right.
That like if you have an apple tree, the bugs don't come and eat your apple tree or your pear tree.
Good job. Yes. So we have some products to unbox and show you today. These are from Patio Gem, and with all of the products that I show you guys, there will be a link in the description below. And this first one is some bird netting that we have, and we're going to be covering our cherry tree today. This one that I have right here is 7 feet by 100 feet. Now you can cut these down to whatever size you need and cover multiple trees if you can do that if your trees are small enough. You can also use this over strawberry beds, blackberry beds, blueberries, whatever you need to protect from birds and deer. Okay, what do we have next?
It's a thing to keep all the bugs out of it, and so if it's raining, the water can come in it.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. So this is a different kind of netting, also by Patio Gem. This is a little bit of a finer mesh netting. And like he said, your plants can still get the light and the rain through this netting, which is really cool. But this netting we're actually going to be using to keep caterpillars and like bug pressure off of our plants in the garden today. Our brassicas this year have been destroyed by different things, and so I wanted to use something like this to cover them so I wasn't having to spray BT all the time or that sort of thing. Also, I'm having issues with slugs and all kinds of things, and this is going to help keep our plants protected from things like that. This netting is also customizable. You can cut it down to whatever shape and size you need. Today, I think I'm just going to kind of tack it down with some rocks or some bricks to hold it in place. You can also use like a metal stake like this, something like this, to tack it down. I might actually end up using these today. We'll see. So things like this to tack your netting down. So we're going to show you that first. Okay, so this netting that we have here is 10 feet by 33 feet, and it's what?
Huge.
It's huge, you're right. It is absolutely massive. I could definitely cut some of this off. I will probably do that so that I can cover this bed and potentially some of that bed. But just so you guys know, like, this is doubled right now. Like, there's another layer under there. So there's a lot of netting here, which is awesome. No, but we can cut it and use it in a lot more spaces.
Well, yeah, if we flip it over and take it.
Could you run to the house and get me some scissors, and be careful coming back? Don't run back with them.
Oh, strawberries growing.
The strawberries are growing.
Look.
Is there one for you to eat?
This. No, there's like tiny red ones though.
Not yet. Okay. So I have on this bed this frame. We did a greenhouse video where this frame came with it. It came with some plastic. The plastic ripped apart because we live in a wind tunnel and that did not survive, but the frame is still awesome, and so I'm going to use that to hold up the netting for our brassicas here. It's not 100% necessary. You could just lay it on top of the bed like I'm going to do with this one, which I'll show you here in a little bit. You can also get these really cool hoop things, which I'll put a link to those in the description below to kind of show you what I am talking about there. But today I'm just going to use the frame that I have, cut this netting down to the appropriate size, and then also cover this bed. This is cabbage.
And lettuce?
It's all cabbage. There's purple cabbage back there and green cabbage.
It should be like this big cabbage.
Well, don't you like cabbage?
No.
Well, your daddy and I do, right?
Taylor does.
Kaylin likes cabbage?
I think.
Okay. Okay, so now we're just going to tuck all of the excess netting in along the edges here. And you want some excess because you don't want the bugs to be able to crawl up into your space. So we want to have some excess netting around the edges here. Okay, and then I'm just going to take these little stakes that we have here, and I am just going to poke a little hole through it and hold it, kind of tack it in place. And we're just going to do that every so often around the netting.
Can I put this one in?
Yeah.
Is that good?
Mm-hmm. Give me a few. You can have a few. Okay, we're going to go up over.
I only got a couple. Some of them are just stuck in the ground and I can't get them.
We're just going to go up over or up under that plant. And then you can put a stake in like right here.
Oh,
Okay, so we actually got 2.5 or a quarter beds covered, which is all of my brassicas. I wanted to give you guys kind of an up close visual of this netting just to kind of show you how fine it is and how small the holes are. No bugs, no bigger bugs, no caterpillars, things like that are going to be able to get in here. I will mention that I have treated this bed with BT to kill the caterpillar worms that I had in here and Epsom salts to kill all my slugs. You don't necessarily want to just trap bugs in here with your plants, so make sure you're dealing with the problem that is in here and then you can cover them. And just keep an eye on things, making sure that things are not getting eaten up inside the netting because you definitely don't want to just trap the bugs in there. And here is the other bed. This is our cabbage bed. The cabbage is looking really good. Some of it really came back. Some of it is still really struggling. I might just pull these guys. They're pretty bad. But we planted a bunch of new ones as well, so we're ready to just protect those. You could even use something like this on the green stalk. I've mentioned that I've been having a lot of pest pressure in my green stalk as well. And just show you guys here, something has been eating, which normally green stalks are great because they get your food up off the ground and you don't really deal with pests, but the pests are just that bad this year. Whoa, something dug a hole there, didn't they?
snake.
That was not me. I wonder if it was a skunk, because skunks like to dig around and stuff like that. I've been thinking about putting a trail cam up here in the garden because we have several signs of activity, especially of deer and things like that, and I'd like to know how well our deer-proof fence is doing. I have a suspicion that the deer are going on the back hill behind the garden and reaching down inside and eating my grapes. Some of my plants have been just kind of snipped off, and so I'd like to see what's eating the garden. Do you want to show everybody our flowers?
These ones?
Those ones.
I don't know what they're called, but these ones are pretty.
Yeah, that's Angelonia. It is pretty, isn't it?
They're fuzzies.
They're fuzzy. Those
Yeah.
are a salvia.
And then this one, this is my favorite.
That's your
flowers. It's a flower made out of flowers.
a flower made out of flowers? That's a good way to describe it. That is very pretty.
And then this one, I don't know what it is. Just like a bunch of leaves.
Yep, this is a sweet potato vine. I forget the variety right now, but
And then,
this is your favorite?
yeah.
Oh, that is pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go show the people what we're going to do next. Okay, what are we going to do now?
We're gonna put this on that thing over there.
On our cherry tree over there?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so this here is our cherry tree. This is a sour cherry. You can see some of the cherries are starting to come on, which is a perfect time to cover it. You can also notice that our cherry tree is pretty sad right now.
I need water.
No, he's pushing new leaves, which is good. But this tree got attacked by pests pretty bad this spring. The whole tree did used to look like this. I used some Captain Jack's dead bug on this tree, and it seemed to take care of the problem. But the problem was pretty severe. She's pretty sad right now, but she is pushing new growth, and she has a decent amount of fruit on her. So we're going to go ahead and cover her with this black netting. And if you guys notice, this netting is much bigger than the stuff that we just used before. The holes are much bigger. This is definitely not for bugs. This is for birds and deer, right?
But can't bugs come in and eat it too?
They could, yes. That's why I was spraying it with neem oil and Captain Jack's dead bug. Okay, so because my tree is so small, I'm able to wrap the netting around the base of my tree and then just really loosely zip tie it together. I am not making this very tight because we don't want to cut into our tree here. So that's just kind of how I am bringing it all together. So just to give you guys a closer look at this netting, this is what it looks like. Now I am having to crisscross this netting. It's not quite wide enough to fit over this tree with one sheet. So I'm doing one across the top and then going to do another one across the top this way and just loosely zip tying them to the base, and that will fully cover the tree and keep our tree safe until our fruit is all nice and ripened. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. It's starting to rain on us. It's supposed to thunderstorm all day, so we got out here early this morning and got this video shot for you guys. I hope this was helpful. If you guys are looking for any garden netting or you need anything to control some pests in your garden, make sure that you check out the link in the description below for this patio gem netting. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.